Okay, hey everyone, welcome. This is episode 3 of the podcast, and um,
That's Kevin. His name's Kevin.
it's been like literally months, or a month, or a month.
Like a month and a half. It's been a while.
But yeah, we're back with
Back.
vengeance. Lots of things happen. I got super obsessed with a game called Remnant 2. Like, playing it nonstop. It was fantastic. I laughed, I cried, and I beat off. Like, it was crazy.
You did what?
You heard me.
I never picked it up, but I heard it was very good.
Well, there's no point in picking up now because we're on the very beginning of the game onslaught. But I would definitely recommend it at some point. So
Probably grab it on sale at some point, but
yes, it's so good. So like,
there's too many games coming out right now. It's actually insane.
I didn't expect this game to be as amazing as it is because like the first one was just fine. It was all right. But like, just without spoiling or doing anything, just to kind of tell you, it was just such a cool experience that I haven't had in a long time. Because you can only have 3 people in a party, and I had like 10 friends playing the game at the same time. But everyone, so there's, I don't know, weird woodmen are chasing you and attack the planet, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter.
Are they made of wood?
I think they're actually like plants.
Okay.
And so in the first one, that's all you fight. And the second one, these crystals, and I don't know the story that well, but these crystals send you to like different dimensions or different worlds that are all connected. So it's like, imagine you're like Thor and like all their worlds that are connected through the Bifrost kind of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine that. And so all these worlds are connected through these crystals. And so I start at the very beginning, I started in like this jungle place that had like these satyrs and stuff. But then like my friend started in this like space land where like these space zombies, like they were trying to travel through space, and like they discovered this god that threw them into a black hole and they all became zombies. And then the third place you could start is like this kind of fairy / like heaven and hell. Like it's a Bloodborne world. Imagine Bloodborne, but with like I don't want to say heaven because it's not, but like an upper plane where like they're literally called fae. So like these fairies, but they're like, think like Diablo angels.
Fairies?
So they're
Yeah.
like scary. They're not like
Okay.
little mythical fairies. They're like, we're gonna kill you fairies.
Okay. Sounds cool.
So those are like the 3 worlds you can start in. Oh my god, that is the world's biggest cockroach. Hold on, I was trying to be humane, but now
I don't miss that about Florida. When it rains and you get those giant cockroaches that you just find in your house because they're trying to get out of the rain. I hated
Yeah.
that.
Well, now I'm constantly gonna be like looking down because it's somewhere down there. All right, so there's like these 3 worlds,
Okay.
and everyone starts in like a random world. So I was like, oh, that's a cool idea. That's a little cool concept. And then sorry, thought I saw the cockroach again. So we were playing, and I just joined my friend's gang. And there's like different nodes that you go through, like different dungeons or instances. So not only can you get random starting worlds, but then each dungeon or each world, so like if I get to that same world as my friends, I may not get the same zones as my friend. So like everyone's playthroughs are just completely different. and it really encourages. And so like this is the fun part. So people were like, oh man, it's only 3 players, we want to stick with, but it like encourages you to play by yourself and with other people, because not only is everyone's playthrough different, but like all the items and weapons you get are going to be different based on the world. So if you want to farm and try and get all the different unique weapons there are, you have to play other people's worlds because they might have different bosses than you.
So
and not
cool.
only that, but then like if you kill the boss in different ways, you might get different weapons. So like, or mods or whatever the case is. So like, if you like killed this wolf beast, there's like 3 different ways you could interact with it. You could either kill it, or you could side with it, or you could like resurrect a deer to then do damage to it. And depending on what you did, and not all of those are options that it gives you. Some of them you have to kind of just figure out. But like, if you whichever one you did would give you an item, a different item. So then you would want to go back and do the boss again. Oh God, it's on my foot. Ah!
You okay? And we never heard from him again.
Oh. All right, I'm alive.
Make it?
Yeah, it's on my foot.
That's gross. Did you kill it?
I'm not gonna say.
It's fair.
Because I probably won't cut any of this out. I don't want the internet to think I'm a murderer.
I mean, I feel like that's the one animal that gets a pass on killing.
Doesn't matter.
That's fair.
For all they know, I caught it in this. And then I have a door right there. I shot it outside. That's what I did. Anyways, so yeah. You get all these weapons, blah, 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 you do stuff. It was just very engaging, very fun. The boss mechanics were all really fun. It's the first game I've played where it's just like, all the puzzles were super unique. Like, there was crazy interactions with the game that like, you would not think of. So like there was a weapon called a dream catcher, and it was just like a literal dream catcher. And like someone discovered, that was a lot of fun because like everyone got in this community and was like posting like, oh, how do you get this weapon? How do you get this? Because there's all these secrets. Yeah. There was a dream catcher, and if you went to this like big deity NPC lady, like she's like the Fae deity, and she like took you into her dream, into her world. Well, sometimes you can go there and you catch her sleeping. Well, if you hit her with the dream catcher, you would go into her dream, and then you get like this special material used to make this weapon and stuff. Like, there's just crazy stuff. And like, you start off with like just generic like revolvers and like level action rifles, and you're like, okay. And then next thing you know, you kill this ghost, and then you get a material, and next thing you know, you have a rifle that is made out of her like fingers, and it's all like got fingers all over it, and it shoots like bones and shit, and it can turn you into a ghost. And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I keep knocking into my tripod. So it kind of sounds Bloodborne-ish. Well, with like the finger guns and stuff.
Like a lot of people call it Dark Souls for guns, with guns, because it's really big on like a dodge mechanic, and it's very difficult and very not forgiving. And like you only have so much heals. Like it has like Estus flasks or whatever.
Yeah.
And so in a sense it's kind of like that. I would still not quite call it that, but it's very like dodge mechanic type game. And the bosses are like very difficult. Like very difficult. And yeah. I did not expect to have that much fun with it. Like, I still plan to play it more, but then Baldur's Gate 3 came out, and it's a gosh darn masterpiece too.
Yeah, it's actually insane. I want to play more Baldur's Gate 3. I say that like I haven't put. I have 54 hours, but I think I played like 15 hours in early access.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna look at what mine is right now.
Probably a lot, but I have been working my way through Final Fantasy 16, and I beat it this morning finally.
Oh yeah, dude!
That's out of the way.
Is okay. First of all, is it good?
It's very good. I will say, it took me like 50 hours or so, and I basically 100%ed it. There's a couple things I didn't do, but by the time you hit like 40 hours, the combat does get a little repetitive. That was really my only complaint in that whole game.
I feel like it's just completely overshadowed.
Yeah. I beat Tears of the Kingdom this week finally.
Dang.
Because I knew that if I didn't beat it soon, I was gonna not beat it. So I was already to the point where I could just go do the final boss. I just hadn't done it because I wanted to, unlock everything. But I was like, fuck it, just go beat the game. So I beat that.
Yeah, now I can
now I can Baldur's Gate more until Armored Core comes out in like 4 days or something.
2. Oh no, 5. Yeah. Well, today's over, so 4.
I still wasn't like super sold on it, but then they had like that little gameplay thing that made it look really cool.
Dude, shut up! You already know you're gonna
get it, and then
because the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your mech and then you're gonna paint it like Neon Genesis colors. It's gonna be purple mech.
100%.
So
that comes out, and then like 2 weeks after that, Starfield comes out.
I'm excited for Starfield, but like, it's definitely. I don't know if I'm gonna play it right away.
Probably will, even though I should really go beat the Star Wars Jedi Survivor game.
No, that you're done.
Instead, I don't know when I'm gonna play all these games. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk came out yesterday.
Oh, dude.
That's getting really good reviews.
It's just Jet Set Radio.
It's literally just Jet Set Radio 3 with biking and skateboarding.
So you played the I made you play Lethal League before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're the ones who made that game. They made the Bomb Rush.
I already know it's gonna be good then.
And it's the original composer of Jet Set Radio who did all the music.
Yeah, I was just listening to like the trailer music and I was already sold. It looks so good.
He did a couple guest songs in that Lethal League game too, but I think he did the whole thing in this Bomb Rush game.
What else is coming out? There's something else coming out. New Pokemon Detective. I know you probably won't play that, but I'm very excited for it.
Speaking of Pokemon, they like apologize/didn't apologize how they're like, we need to be better. And I think they even said because like y'all are gonna buy our games anyways, but we need to make sure we don't take advantage of it or some shit like that.
Yeah, I saw that. They're gonna like slow down. That's fine.
I'm fine with that because Jesus.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out. I don't think they're gonna slow down on spin-offs because it's usually different companies that do those, like the detective game. I would love if they did another Conquest or whatever it was called, or it was like a tactics game. They probably never will, but that'd be cool.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, they could do another Snap. The new Snap was fine. It was fun. I'd buy another one. I'd buy another Legends game.
In Baldur's Gate, I have 70 hours these 2 weeks. And my total is 123 hours.
Yeah. But you said you just hit Act 3, right?
Yeah, and I also played through Act 1 twice on Early Access, so.
Yeah. When I played with Jesse, we made it to Act 2, and we kind of started Act 2 a little bit. And then we split, and then we were playing our own games, and I'm getting towards the end of Act 1 of my Evil playthrough.
Dude, Act 2 is Act 2 is a horror game.
I'm excited. Yeah, it was already kind of cool, the little tiny bit that I saw, because you're like in the Underdark, I guess, but it's kind of like hellish. There's like crazy monsters and like...
That's not even Act 2.
Walking around. Oh, is it like... That's like the intro to Act 2 then?
The Underdark?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Act 1.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, when we played, we got to like the part where you're at like the I don't remember how. Oh, there's like the tiefling person that can heal Karlach, their little town that they're in. That's how far we got.
Yeah, so that's Act 2.
That's the farthest I got.
Okay. Yeah, the Underdark is like technically, I don't think Act 2. The Underdark is technically like on the way to Act 2, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, because Thorn, whoever J.K. Simmons plays, which I don't think you guys have met.
No.
But he's one of the. Yeah, he plays this general, and like I think he's an actual like D&D lore character. I'd have to double check. I don't think he's original to this, but he he's undead, and like all his family are dead too, or undead, and so like you go through this town that he was in charge of or whatever, and like all these like people are so like they're all jacked up and crazy and stuff. Like there's this toll keeper who's like obsessed with gold that they became gold. There's a doctor who's like is super creepy, and he like cut his arms off and replaced them with like these robotic scalpels. And there's this brewer who like he brews his own like stomach acid and stuff. It's all becomes like super creepy.
It sounds like you are explaining One Piece arcs to me very briefly. Is the vibe I'm getting from this? Yes. Like there's like this guy, he ate a fruit, so now he's like this thing. Like that's the vibe it's giving me.
Literally just like obviously Dungeons and Dragons is very fantastical and fantasy, but like Act 1, like the bosses and stuff you encountered was pretty mild. It was pretty like
it's like
a goblin. Yeah.
Like when a normal person hears D&D, what they would imagine.
Yeah, and like there's a goblin. There's a really big spider. So like that shit, common shit. Then like I get to Act 2 and it's like this character is obsessed with so much gold that it is now made of gold, and like if you kill it, you get a mace that does more damage based on how much gold the other person's holding. So like it's not very good, but I saw someone do like a troll build where they like would rogue and give them the enemy all their gold in the pocket and hit him with the mace and just like insta kill them.
You like reverse pickpocket then one shot them.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
There's some pretty trolly stuff you can do. But yeah, Act 2 is crazy. Like I wish you were further because I want to talk about it
more. And then when we record the next episode, we'll talk all about it.
Yeah,
but hopefully I could say we could talk about Act 1, but Act 1's not very exciting. It's kind of just setting up all the characters and the area.
Act 1's exciting in that I now know I'm building a new magic deck.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm building a Karlach commander deck.
My wife loves Karlach.
I saw the picture in your Discord. I'm gonna, because all the Baldur's Gate 3 origin characters have magic cards already that people didn't really know.
Cool. I love that.
So, and Karlach's is pretty cool. Like it seems pretty viable, where she's like, I think as a commander, she would basically gives you like 2 attack phases.
Oh wow, yeah, that's always a really strong effect.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that because I'm only gonna use it against one of my friends that I play with, because he killed Karlach.
I killed her on my evil playthrough.
Yeah, well, that's evil. Like you gotta do what you gotta do. But he just killed her.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
she didn't do nothing wrong.
I learned something today for Baldur's Gate. Like, are you going around reading like all the books and notes and stuff?
Somewhat. Sometimes I'll skim through them. I try to read a lot of it.
You should actually at least open them, because if they will actually give you other dialogue options.
Oh, cool. I always open them. Like if I'm about to sell them, I'll go through my inventory and open every single book in case it gives me like a quest or something.
Yeah, well, they do. Some of them do that, but like in Act 2, I saw like when you're fighting, like the big general guy, and his family's all fucked up, and you learn about his family. There's dialogue options that open up for you because you know about his family. You can try and talk to him and stuff.
That's awesome.
So just a little interesting tidbit like that.
On my new playthrough, my evil playthrough, I'm playing Dark Urge, and it's really fun because like you'll just meet like a random NPC, and your character, like in their mind, will just be like, I wonder what their guts would look like on the outside of their body. But like it's just some like friendly like elf man or something. So you get a lot of like creepy, weird serial killer-esque dialogue as Dark Urge. If you want to have like a fun, crazy playthrough, I would go Dark Urge.
I wonder how. Can you select origin characters in multiplayer?
You can, yeah. I don't know how it would work, but I know you can.
That'd be funny if like you did multiplayer and like someone was rolling Dark Urge trying to kill everybody.
Yeah, I had like a girl. She was like, I want to join your party. And I was like, yeah, sure, man. Come join our party. You can chill with us. And then they're like, all right, I'll meet you at my camp. And then you go to your camp and you go to bed. And then like you get a cutscene where you just like literally pulled their intestines out of them. And you're like standing over their dead body. And you like look around at your party and you're like, how am I going to hide this body? I don't know how did I even get here? How did I kill this person? And then you have to do checks to like hide the body so your party doesn't find out that you just serial killed somebody in a trance.
Damn.
It's
definitely
cool.
Do like high charisma for the Dark Urge.
Yes. You want all the deception and persuasions.
Yeah, sounds like you need lots of talking points.
You're basically like playing Baldur's Gate as Dexter from the show Dexter.
Well, it doesn't sound like you're killing just bad people. You're just killing other people too.
Yeah. If you don't do like evil things, the urge will like build up in you, and then you'll just randomly pass out and kill people, and then you don't have any control over who you're gonna kill.
Yeah, I'll do one. I just want to beat the game first, I think.
What else is coming out?
So, unrelated, well, something that's not on your radar is the next DLC for Total Warhammer is coming out, and it's adding some interesting things. But a lot of people are mad because the price got raised on it, so, but whatever. People are going to buy it anyways.
That's how I feel about the new Call of Duty. They announced like last year, they're like, oh, it's going to be 2 years, Modern Warfare 2 is going to last 2 years. We're not going to do another Call of Duty. And then all of a sudden they're like, never mind, Modern Warfare 3 launches in 2 months, and it's $70, and it's essentially just an expansion pass. Like, it doesn't really add anything.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, guess what? All 16 multiplayer maps from the original Modern Warfare 2 will be in this game. But so all the original Modern Warfare 2 maps are going to be in Modern Warfare 3 and not Modern Warfare 2. So like a lot of people bought Modern Warfare 2 because like, they love the original Modern Warfare 2. But now if they want to play those maps that they bought the new Modern Warfare 2 for, they have to pay $70 to get Modern Warfare 3. It just seems kind of scummy, but I mean, what do you expect? It's
Activision for you.
Yeah.
Freaking gross ass Activision.
Nintendo's on fire right now.
Why?
They got some bangers coming out. They got the new Mario. They got Mario RPG coming out. They got Pokemon expansion.
Yeah.
Probably something else I'm forgetting.
I don't care about most of those. I love Mario and appreciate what it is. I just never play them.
Did you play the Mario RPG on Super Nintendo back in the day?
No, I didn't have a Nintendo. I had Sega.
Favorite was Jurassic Park on Sega. And when you booted it up, the T-Rex would go, Sega. Oh.
That was a fun game. I did like it. And then you could play as the raptor, and it was the most difficult fucking thing in the world.
Like everything was like a platforming game back in the day. Like even Jurassic Park, a movie that I don't think Alan Grant ever jumped in that movie, but he's platforming all over the place.
Yeah, Alan Grant definitely jumped in that movie. He like fell out of a tree.
You know what? You're right. If anyone's gonna jump in those weird tie-in games, I'll give it to him, I suppose.
The motherfucker climbed down a dam and then climbed a tree, and he also climbed over an electrical fence. That guy did a lot of platforming.
I do have it. Jurassic Park on Genesis right here. It was actually sitting right next to me. I'm holding it up.
Why?
We just moved, so all my old games are just right here.
Are Genesis games worth anything? I have so many.
Not really.
Wow.
I got Altered Beast.
Why are Sega games or Nintendo games so expensive and Genesis games are not?
I think it's all the Nintendo fanboys, all the people that are like me included, nostalgic for Nintendo because it's Nintendo, because I was like the cool one back in the day. Oh, here we should play that. We should play Golden Axe sometime, Kevin. That's got to be on Steam.
I like Golden Axe.
And then you remember when they did Sonic 3, and then you could plug the other cartridges on top?
Yeah.
You could play original Sonic as Knuckles. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I'm just kind of looking at the most expensive Sega games, and
probably like Gunstar Heroes or something, I would guess.
I never heard of a lot of these. El Viento?
Probably had like a production of 1,000 copies or something, and they only sold it in Canada and Mexico or something weird.
Some game called El Viento that's like equivalent to like Ninja Gaiden. Sells for about $400.
Holy Lord.
The Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage Red Edition sells for about $450.
Does it really?
Well, this is complete in box, by the way, not just loose.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say a poster in there or something.
Something called Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel, $560.
Okay.
Paprium Limited Edition. I don't know what that is.
Looks like Gunstar Heroes is like 100 to 130 complete in box.
Some game called Musha for 900.
Musha? I never heard of that one.
Musha's a top-down shoot 'em up. Borrows a lot of imagery from Japanese history and culture, much more than players would normally see. Yeah, and then number one is some game called Crusader of Century, $1,700.
Holy Lord. I will say though, a lot of the old games, especially Nintendo, some Super Nintendo, but especially Nintendo and some Genesis, you can get the Japanese versions and they're like perfect mint condition because they always took care of their stuff like way better than shitty American kids, for way cheaper. Like even on eBay, even if they ship from Japan, like a $50 game might be like $10 if you get the Japanese version. And a lot of them were the same. Like they would just throw it on the Japanese carts. Or a lot of them you don't even need to read. So I do that for some Super Nintendo games that you don't really need to read, like Donkey Kong Country. I have those all in Japanese because it's the exact same game and it's way cheaper.
Huh. I accidentally stumbled across a thing as I was looking at these expensive Sega games. Baldur's Gate 3, how to use the brain jars. And I've been holding on to those brains thinking that they were used for something.
Oh, the little specimens?
Well, in the prologue, there's like brains in jars.
I think I sold mine because I held on to them for like hours and I never did anything with them.
Yeah, I accidentally spoiled myself. Apparently, there is something you can do with them.
Oh, shit. I'll have to go find the person I sold them to. I wonder if they still have them. Dude, Baldur's Gate, everyone I talk to, like every single person I talk to, it sounds like they're playing a different game. Because all the choices are so different.
It's wild. Altered Beast is on the more expensive ones, just not It's just not in the hundreds.
Yeah. I have one because I got it for pretty cheap. I think it was like $20 with the case and everything.
Rise from the grave.
But I guess it was because... Oh, the manual. I guess it was because it came with the Genesis. So it's kind of like when people have a copy of Mario Brothers. Nobody bought Mario Brothers because it came with the Nintendo. Same with Altered Beast.
Yeah.
Because you got that free copy. He looks so dorky. Like his face, he's just like...
I loved Altered Beast. I used to play that shit.
Yeah, it's a good game. Well, good game. It's a entertaining game for the time. And the superior Mortal Kombat with red blood.
Oh yeah.
Also, I like how back in the day, parental discretion advised, mature 13 plus. That was you had to be 13. That's the mature rating.
Mega Man, the Willy Wars. That's an actual game.
They had a Mega Man game for Genesis?
Yeah, it's called the Willy Wars.
Really? I didn't know that. That's crazy. I want it. I want it.
I really liked whoa. Oh, this is my kind of list. Booger Man, a pick and flick adventure. I had that game. $21.
Wasn't Toe Jam and Earl on Sega?
Yeah, that was a great game too.
That was good. I remember the music was really good.
Sonic 3 is $45.
Wow, really?
Sonic and Knuckles is $57. Streets of Rage can go for about $75. Streets of Rage 2, $60.
Was River City Ransom Genesis, or was that Super Nintendo? Or that was regular Nintendo, I think. I think it was NES.
Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Oh, classic.
160.
106. Was that complete in box or something?
Yeah.
Man, I should have bought more. I should have bought more games when I was getting really into collecting.
Oh, there's Gunstar Heroes for 150 to 200.
That's a really fun game. I believe it is on Nintendo Switch Online right now because they have old Genesis games you can play. Still holds up. Still fun.
Splatterhouse. I knew that was going to be on there. 214. Those are more common games that aren't just like super rare for no reason.
I wonder how much a Sega CD is nowadays.
That shit don't ever work.
No, it doesn't work. But you can play Night Trap.
That is true.
Too risque for the youth.
I think Night Trap that was
17 up. Night Trap and Mortal Kombat. Poisoning the youth of the 1990s. Because, you know, all the kids that had a Sega CD that wanted to play Night Trap. See girls in their, like, not even like their underwear, and like their pajamas. It's too much. Oh. You can see the outline of a girl showering while a ninja tries to break into her window.
You can get a graded Night Trap for $760.
What's the grade on it?
I don't know, but there's one sale. I'm looking at like an eBay database. One sold in the last year.
That's amazing. Whoever bought that, you're cool.
It doesn't say what grading. It doesn't say what grading it was. 5 sold in the last year just for regular new ones. 6 manual onlys sold.
Who's buying the I guess to complete there.
Yeah. I want to know what the grade was, dang it.
$700. I would guess it's probably not a perfect 10. It's probably like
it's basically 800.
Yeah, but I feel like 10 out of 10 games that are old are instantly over 1,000.
Oh, in 2022, a WATA graded 9.6 sold for 500.
Okay, so maybe it was like a 10 or
and
a
9.9. And then also in 2022, a 9.8 sold for 1,020.
Dang. I know certain like big games, like if you get a 10, they're worth a ton, you know.
Something called Nightcraft Sega CD red box sealed. So it was a red box instead of a white box. The red one sold for $5,100 in 2021.
Wow, there must be like a lot less of them, I should say.
I guess so.
But if you want the whole
games graded is weird to me.
That is a little odd. Like, I don't know. When I buy a game, I'm not looking for the condition of the box kind of thing, you know? And like by today's standards, everything comes in the same plastic DVD case.
Yeah. Yeah. That's weird.
I mean, I will say though, like N64, like the cardboard, what do I have up here? Like I have a Tetris Attacks, and like it just gets eaten up, like the edges and stuff, they just fray over time. So I get it because it'd be cool to have a 10, but
I don't think I have anything.
You'd basically have to buy the game and never open it, and just be like, "Oh, I bought this game for my son's birthday, and I forgot it in the closet or something."
Yeah, I don't think I have anything that's worth getting graded. I think the rarest game I've ever purchased is this PS2 game called Rad.
I've never even heard of Rad on PS2.
I liked a lot of really weird games. On PS2, like I was buying all kinds of weird ass shit. Yeah, $100 for a loose one.
Jesse got me the Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 6, if you want to get technical, in box with the poster and everything for Christmas one year. And I think that's gone up in price like a lot. But that's probably the most expensive game I own. I don't own anything crazy.
So RAD, it stood for Robot Alchemic Drive. And it was this really wild game where like you were like little Japanese child and you had to run around a city, and then you had to remote control giant robots and fight like kaijus and other robots and stuff.
That's sweet.
And it was super complicated where like L1 would move your left leg, R1 would move your right leg, and you had to alternate pressing them to actually like control them to walk. And then the two analog sticks like freely moved your hands. So like if you pressed analog stick forward, your left one, you would throw a left punch. If you did like a hook on the analog, you'd do a hook on the punch. And like it was crazy. But
that's so cool.
One thing that people hated about it is it took the perspective of your Japanese kid. So like if you're controlling the robot, you're not seeing it from the robot's point of view. You're seeing it from the child's point of view, wherever you're standing. So you may not be able to see shit, and you just have like you're like looking down at this or up at this giant robot. You can't see shit. And so like it also had a versus mode, and my brother found like he hated the game, but I loved it, so he'd always play it with me sometimes. But he found out though, like you can just kill the kid and you win. So he would use his kid, and the kid had like a grenade attack or some shit, a plasma gun, and he would just, while I was going around, walking around with my giant robot, he would look for me and just kill the kid controlling the robots. I was pissed.
Was this on PS2?
Yeah. Some of the robots could like transform into jets, and then like Yeah, you can fly on them and shit. So what I would do is your little child had like rocket boosts too, so you could like fly a little bit. So I'd always like fly onto the top of my robot, so then I'd get like the best view when controlling my robot. But then if my robot got punched or something, the kid would go flying and die anyways.
I'm looking at gameplay of it right now. Dude, this looks sick. Dude, this looks actually cool.
It was a wild game.
We should play this.
Yeah. I'm sure you can emulate it. Oh yeah, it's PS2. You can definitely emulate it.
Oh man, yeah, this looks awesome.
Oh, and then this is bringing me. I'm watching stuff too. This is bringing me back. I remember the main robot I used had like your typical like rocket arms, and it would just shoot out.
I wonder if we could somehow get. I don't know if we could get multiplayer going. That sounds like it'd be hard. There's gotta be a mod though. We'll look into it.
Well, one person can emulate it, and then like the other person can like, I don't know, stream it in on a screen or something.
True. Yeah.
The fucking character, the robots move so slow anyways, lag doesn't matter.
One of these days when I have free time, I really want to play Gauntlet Dark Legacy with Jesse. Maybe we can stream that, because that game is god tier, and she's never played it before.
Oh man, those people just blew up. Dark Legacy? Gauntlet was so much fun.
Yeah. Sad that the PC one they did like 5 or 6 years ago was just, it was good, but it wasn't like, not anywhere near Dark Legacy.
Yeah, it was just fine. I love this, whatever this gameplay I'm watching of this game, this dude is like not good at controlling this robot.
You gotta put that in the middle of the video so people can see the video you're watching.
Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna be having this game be playing. But yeah, it was super cool. Like you could punch them into buildings and everything. The whole cities were destructible.
Yeah, I gotta play that game. That sounds awesome.
It was a fun game. And then as you beat the bad guys, you could unlock their mechs to use in multiplayer and stuff. But hey, this will be us in Armored Core, just not as big of mechs. You can paint yours like Eva. We can paint ours like different Eva or Eva units, and then we can do like multiplayer and live out our fantasy.
Yeah, let's do it. That sounds amazing. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I guess to because we're going on like about an hour to wrap this up, I'll just ask you what are you excited for all these Magic releases that got announced?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that earlier. We got some crazy stuff because we got Jurassic Park is gonna have a tie-in with one of the ones coming up. That's amazing. I'm gonna buy.
It's having a tie-in with the Inca Tropical whatever one.
Yeah.
Let me get what it's actually called.
They're going back to the dinosaur, the one that had a bunch of dinosaurs with the pirates and the dinosaurs and the. Oh, it's escaping my mind. The little set symbol is like a compass. I didn't play that much when that was out. Ixalan? Is that what it was?
That's what I think it is. I'm
I think they're going back to Ixalan. It's what else they doing? Fallout? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, so the Wilds of Eldraine is coming out basically now. And then in the winter is Lost Caverns of Ixalan. And that's going to have the Jurassic Park tie-in.
I need the Jurassic Park decks.
And the Doctor Who stuff is coming out based in October.
Oh, I forgot about Doctor Who. Okay, the one though. The one everybody wants. Final Fantasy. Oh my god.
That's going to be a good one.
I cannot
believe. Do you think
it.
it'll be bigger than Lord of the Rings though?
I think it will. only because a lot of the people that play Magic are like really weeby and really into Final Fantasy and video games and stuff. I feel like it's gonna be pretty big, because even people that don't play Final Fantasy, they know the big characters. They know Cloud, they know Sephiroth.
Is it gonna be like all the Final Fantasies?
They said it's gonna be Final Fantasy 1 through 16. So you know the Clive's gonna be in it. I really hope they give Kefka a really cool card. I gotta get Cloud. I gotta get Sephiroth. You know they're gonna have Japanese super special full art, all in Japanese shit.
I wonder if they'll get Homie to do like alternate arts.
Oh, Yoshitaka Amano? That would be so cool. That's what it's gonna be. Calling it now. He's 100 billion% going to do the high-end card toppers, the toppers in the booster boxes. If he does a Cloud or a Sephiroth card, it's over.
I was going through my comics and I pulled out my Harley Quinn art that he did.
Yeah, he did that one. He did a Superman one that was really cool, but the Harley Quinn one's my favorite.
I didn't get that great.
What color do you think Cloud would be? White? I would guess white.
Probably.
Sephiroth probably black and red, maybe.
Yeah, I can see him being either. I want a Barret.
Barret would be cool. Barret would be really cool. I could see him.
Of course, your Tifa.
Yeah, Tifa. Tifa would be white too, for sure. She'd be like a... I don't know, I say white because they're all human, so like white's usually like the human characters, but if they do a Tidus, well, of course they're gonna do a Tidus. They're gonna do all the main characters. He'll be blue for sure, just because he's like water themed.
Waka.
I want a Blitzball equipment card. Equip the Blitzball.
Oh, I'm gonna make a Blitzball deck. There's a lot of good stuff they can pull from.
There's so much.
Maru, Aaron, all the characters from 10 were pretty cool.
I don't know if maybe we'll get some 14 stuff. That would be cool. I don't know. I'm sure we'll get at least like the big people from 14, like Y'shtola. Maybe just her.
Summons would be really cool.
Oh yeah.
Obviously they're already built for their color.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be so cool.
Oh, what if they did like a Yojimbo?
Yojimbo would be so cool.
Or what was the Knights?
Knights of the Round. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
There's so many. I hope they do multiple Final Fantasies because there is so many cards to choose from.
Yeah. How do you just pick?
And then you have like the classic stuff. You know, you have Warriors of Light from 1. You know, you can get like Ultros, the octopus dude or whatever. You got to have a Chocobo card, at least one.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I mean, some of the enchantments would be really cool. There's just thousands and thousands of cards you could do. That's almost too much to do all the Final Fantasies. And you can't have all mythics. So like,
I might make a Luna deck. Luna. That was the Black Mage in 10.
Lulu.
Oh, Lulu. That's right.
Yeah, dude. I'd love to see her. She'd be cool.
Dude, I bet Yuna would have a cool mechanic because she was a healer, but she was all about summoning too. So she'd be like summoning like big ass monsters and stuff. A Bahamut.
Cool. If she was like a commander and her ability was like search your deck for a creature type summon. Or something.
They're probably gonna do pre-builds with the Final Fantasy deck.
Yeah.
Who do you think the commanders would be? Let's say they're gonna do 4 because that's the average. I bet commanders would
Cloud, 100%.
You think Cloud?
It'll either be Cloud or Sephiroth.
I think there's a good chance of it being both.
Yeah. Sadly, he might take 2 of the 4 slots. Or 7 might take 2 of the 4 slots.
Yeah, I think you'd have a Cloud and Sephiroth. I'm trying to think like what like their mechanics would be though. Because like Cloud could be like a cool like Voltron deck style where you just build up Cloud.
That'd be cool.
Or maybe that's what Sephiroth would be, because he's alone, and then Cloud would be more like maybe they bring back like a D&D party type system where like if you have like the other members, like Cloud gets boosted up or something.
That'd be cool. I want to see Sephiroth have like a board wipe effect. Like he can blow up the board. That'd be cool. Like a meteor. Like even if it's just called meteor, and he like destroy all creatures except for Sephiroth or something.
I think there's a lot of cool stuff that they could do.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Titus, whatever you want to call him. I feel like 10's pretty popular. That he might be on there.
Yeah, but I feel like they would do. I think Yuna's more popular than he is.
Yeah, I could see them doing them maybe together.
Yeah, but because the only reason I say Yuna is because she then starred in 10-2.
True. Yeah.
So I would argue
10-2 Yuna. Huh? Alternate art maybe 10-2 Yuna.
Oh yeah. I don't think they would have anyone from 12.
I could see them doing like maybe Warrior of Light, like generic Final Fantasy 1 Warrior of Light.
Maybe, yeah. 8 was pretty big. They could potentially do a Squall, but I think they would
enough.
No, I think they would pull someone from 6 before 8.
Yeah, Kefka would be super cool. I don't know. I almost wonder if they would do, because you know how usually in the commander decks they'll have 2 or 3 commanders. Maybe they'll do the hero and the villain from the game. Like the Final Fantasy X deck would have Tidus, Yuna, and
they could
Dex or something.
They could do decks based on game, not so much characters. So you could have a 7, which would be Cloud and Sephiroth.
It'd be Cloud, Sephiroth, and Tifa or something.
Okay, then what games it would be? It would definitely be. I think it'd probably be like 6, 7,
1, and
maybe
10.
I think 8 is more popular than 1, but I feel like you have to put 1 in.
I feel like they're gonna do 1 just because it's 1. It's the original.
Yeah, it was the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, and they'll definitely do classes again. 100%, they're gonna do classes like the D&D one again. They're gonna. Yeah, that's so cool because they're gonna have like Thief and Summoner, Black Mage. I don't know what the Black Mage class is gonna be, but I'm sure it has something to do with casting spells. Make it like black and red or something.
Yeah.
Or weirdly enough, honestly, I feel like a Black Mage card would be like blue-red and not black.
Oh yeah,
for like the spell casting class or colors.
There's not really like a Necro Raise Dead thing in Final Fantasy, is there?
Not really, no.
Because Red Mage is not like that. White Mage obviously isn't.
Has raise, but they could get weird with colors. Let's see some color mixing. Give me a Black Mage card that casts spells. You know, like a black card. Give me a white card that reanimates. That'd be sweet. Like a white sorcery called Raise, where it's put a card from your graveyard directly back on the battlefield. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It doesn't come out for like 2 years.
It's like 5 or something. Yeah, it's a while.
It'd be cool though.
I'm excited. Well, you got anything else now that we're at an hour?
I'm sure I could talk a lot more, but just to keep it simple, I'll just end on a note of what the fuck happened in Diablo 4.
We didn't even talk about Diablo 4.
I know. I like how our last 2 episodes were like, yeah, Diablo 4. Hey, this game's pretty good. And then now it's just like, fuck this shit.
I played it. I got to like level 60 and I was like, I got other shit to do. It's not worth it.
Yeah, the new season was just so underwhelming. Which I'm okay with because I felt zero urge to buy it.
Yeah, I hope it pushes them to do better. That's my hope.
I hope so too, but I don't know. I saw someone posted that they were posted an ad that they were trying to hire for the I got one. Fuck yeah! I got one thing I want to ask you about. What's the deal with this $200 League of Legends skin?
Wait, I haven't heard about that at all.
What? You're the League of Legends player.
Dude, I haven't played League in actually a long time.
Okay, well, I'll leave that as an open question. You do homework and tell me why the fuck there's a $200 League of Legends skin.
How? What? Okay, I'll look into it. We'll talk about it next time.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay, I love you. Bye.